Back to Jersey. Moment: two armed robbers, both under 5 feet tall, rob New Jersey Best Buy. We don't hide shame over here. Can you imagine being that sales associate that walks up to them and tells them you need to find your parents because we don't let kids run the store unattended? The very first person they pulled their gun on. Police in New Jersey are hunting two short suspected robbers who held Best Buy employees up at gunpoint. What kind of guns did they have? Snub noses? The pint-sized criminals, described as being both under 5 feet tall, tried to steal iPhones from the store in Nixon Drive, New Jersey. Pint-sized is such a derogatory term. I'd rather call them halfway crooks, petite pilferers, step stool shoplifters, miniature muggers, stubby stealers. But not pint-sized. Mount Laurel Police Department was called to the robbery in progress on April 30th at around 1:30 p.m. It's unclear if the robbers managed to steal any goods. Both suspects fled the store in an early 2000s model silver Acura TL, which had a temporary means short, registration and dark tinted windows before police arrived on the scene. Surveillance footage shows the suspects inside trying to swipe. Swipe is what you do when you can't reach something. iPads and iPhones before an employee intervened. That's a much better employee than I will ever be because you will never catch me on camera being forced to give someone a boost at gunpoint so they could steal from my job. Upsies, upsies. A suspect in a blue jumpsuit then started, like an angry smurf, started to point his Glock 9mm handgun at staff members, but they did not make any verbal threats. Both men fled the store before police got there, and officers have now released images and are appealing for help in identifying the suspects. That must be a hell of a life. You're too tall to be considered a dwarf, and you're too old to lie and tell people you're still growing. What else is left but crime after that? A Best Buy spokesman said nothing is more important to us than the safety of our customers and employees, and we're grateful that no one was injured at our Mount Laurel store on Sunday. We're focused on supporting our employees and are working closely with law enforcement during their investigation. Kept it short. If you're a detective, you already know they had a getaway driver, unless one of them was working the pedals while the other one steered the car. During a press conference, a short press conference, Lieutenant Ryan Orange said to do something like this in the middle of the day on a Sunday is just as good of a day as any. I told a friend this, nobody cares what day it is when they're up to no good. When people are shopping is incredibly bold, and that's why we're going to do everything in our power to catch them. Well, if we work in process of elimination, we already know we won't find them on any carnival rides. If you see the suspects, contact 911 immediately. We consider them armed and dangerous. This is the first story I've covered where all the criminal has to do to change their description is put on a pair of height elevating shoes.